Hello. So this week we are working on our second poem. This poem is called A Couplet. A couplet is a poem made of two lines. It has a end rhyme at the end of each line, so they rhyme together. The pattern would be A ace because they match. And then in each line it has the same amount of syllables as the second line. So what do I mean by syllables? Syllables are the chunks that we would refer to in a word. So Miss Brager, three syllables. So when we're working with our couplet, we want each line to have the exact same amount of syllables. That's where this poem gets a little bit tricky. It may only be two lines, but finding the same amount of syllables and having an end rhyme at the end gets a little tricky. So I'm going to show you this poem as our first example. It says, "On a branch an owl was perching. For his dinner he was searching." So let's break this down just a little bit to make things a little bit easier. If we look at the word perching, that is rhyming with searching. They have that same kind of rhyming pattern, and they're both at the end of each line. So that meets one of our requirements. It has to have a rhyme at the end of each line that go together, keeping that AA pattern. Now, we need to think about having the same amount of syllables. In the notes that it has on the screen, it says usually having the same meter. Meter is this having that same beat and the same amount of syllables. So we're going to count out the syllables for each one. So here we go. On a branch, an owl was perching. We have 8. Okay, so keep that in your head as we go to the next one. For his dinner, he was searching. Also 8. It has the same amount of syllables in each line, and there is only 2 lines. So this week, this is what I'm going to have you guys do. I'm going to have you write a couplet poem about something you feel that you cannot live without. This could be your family, your friends, your dog, your phone, your PlayStation, maybe your house, something that you find to be really precious and special to you that you feel like you cannot live without. So you're going to write a couplet poem, 2 lines, having a rhyme at the end of each line and having the same amount of syllables in both the lines. I think you can do it. I believe in you. Good luck, and I cannot wait to read them.